boys, my name is Mina. I have been a Melbourne Heart fan for 10 years now. I'm absolutely so proud of you, of what you guys have achieved to be in the finals. I'm grateful for what you have sacrificed in these times to be away from your family, to play for us. Know that I'm heartbroken we can't be there to cheer you on, but we'll be cheering you on from home. Good luck, boys. You can do it. Go City!
Fellas, congratulations on making it into the granny. Look, give me all the best wishes to you guys. Don't let the nerves kick in. Just go out there, have fun. It's a wonderful occasion, and I hope we can bring back the trophy. Cheers, fellas.
Hi guys, I'm Tanya. I'm one of the S19 crew members, and wishing all the boys good luck for Sunday. Go City!
I've been a City member for about 5-6 years. Being in a final, wow, it's amazing. Don't know what to say, but guys, don't leave nothing in the tank. Give Sydney FC everything you guys have got. And win, lose or draw, we will support you, doesn't matter. Just give it all you've got, guys. Good luck on Sunday. We'll be watching it from home.
The dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you. And you.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 12 of the Sunset City Dissect Grand Finals show. My name is One City Senator Blake Henderson. Joining me today is the Godfather Costa, the concierge Jack, the soldier Josh, underboss Chris, and soldier Daniel aka Newman. How are we, boys?
Pretty good. Really good.
Pumped. Before we get on to today's show, the Godfather has promised us when we win on Sunday that Tony is going to cook us a barbecue. So, yeah, there we go. Tony, thank you for the barbecue when we win. Okay, boys, we bet Western United on Wednesday night to book our place into our first ever grand final. How are we feeling?
Oh, stoked at the moment. Still speechless.
Yeah.
Still speechless.
Bloody dream come true, to be honest. 10 years at the club. Just, just amazing. Finally, we got to the big dance. It's amazing. It is amazing feeling.
It is indeed 10 years, as you said, Costa. It's been a long time coming. Chris, Daniel, your thoughts?
Just amazing. Really good. And it's like people like you who have been there from day dot and actually get to see a grand final. Really good feeling as well.
The first half was a bit sketchy, but overall the feeling's really good.
And as you said, as I said on Talking Live, City Live, sorry, after the game, I wish we could sneak everyone across the border, but unfortunately, I don't think this is going to happen. Joshy, you were on the fan wall, City Live as well. So your emotions, mate. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think I expected it to go to the grand final. I think with the game, well, just the squad we had this season, we were one of the favourites to finish in the top two, and we obviously did. There was a few surprises this season, like surprising wins and losses, but I'm overall happy.
That's good to hear. Jack, you did mention it was a good feeling. Again, you and Newman and Chris and Joshy Boy on the fan wall. How do you feel? It was actually your birthday as well, so how do you feel?
Well, let me put it this way, man. I couldn't have asked for a better present. Okay. I think, we talk about how, what this game meant, not only to us, but the club and everybody else. But, that feeling of uncertainty was there at halftime. I remember talking to Chris and I'm thinking, do we change the channel? Just not to, ride the emotion until we hear the chime at a goal's been scored, lost for words. Okay, it's a pity, but we cannot be together to actually be there, because we would have gone to Sydney as a group. We would have gone there.
Well, 100%.
You know, and you know, so but yeah, speechless, but so pumped right now, and I don't know how I'm going to keep going on Sunday, because you know it's make or break. You know, it's D-Day. You know, so.
Yeah, so my thoughts on the game, I was really nervy. I nearly bit most of my nails off during the first half. But in the end, the boys got the job done, and we look forward to Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Guys, I'm Josh, wishing you guys all the best for Sunday. Hopefully you guys bring home a trophy. Go City.
And that was the fan there from the S19 crew. We really appreciate the support towards the boys. And we wish you well for the Sunday and hope you are staying safe. Welcome to our next segment, the Fan Cam. Please welcome.
Mina, how you going, mate? It's been
I'm
a long
good,
time.
Foster. How you doing?
Good. How'd you feel on Wednesday night after the game?
Oh, I cried and I burnt a lot of olive leaves. True fact, I went the wrong way. Mixed emotions. So happy, so proud.
You sent me that text with from J-Mac. How good was that?
Yes. How lovely is he that he actually responds to his supporters? Now, look, I'll be honest with you. I have never been prouder of our boys. It's actually quite emotional for me because I know that they're away from family and friends, and it's difficult for them, but they're doing it for us. And that makes me so proud of them. And the saddest thing that it is that we're not going to be there to support them, but we can do it. I'm sure we're going to bring it home.
I'm pretty confident. Boys, you got any questions for our lovely Mina?
So Mina, Blake from the club here. I just want to say thank you for your support so far. 10 years at the club, I believe you have been a member of since the Melbourne Heart days.
From Melbourne Heart days, from the Aussies Beach days,
Yeah. Tell me how much is this going to feel for you?
It's going to be something really special. I could almost say it's like having my firstborn. To finally, we're there after all the years of getting there and not being able to do it, unfortunately. But I'm telling you, it's going to be one big party when we bring it home. I have no doubt that our boys are not going to bring it home. No doubt.
Yeah.
But we're very excited, very excited. My whole home is excited. My husband, my children, family, friends, everyone's excited for us.
Who's watching the game with you on Sunday?
My husband, my sons. We're in isolation, as you know. We're not allowed to have anyone over. But a few of my nephews who are Western United supporters, that they'll be watching because they were Melbourne City fans before, and they're very happy. And it was actually quite nice to...
Are they related to Blake?
You know what?
Blakey's brothers jumped.
Oh, but you know what? They were actually so lovely that they actually sent congratulations.
Yeah.
So, that was really lovely. They sent, congratulations. They deserve it. They worked hard. Our boys deserve it. They do. Yeah. They really do. There's nothing more I can say.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh yes, after last year's Adelaide, remember when we all went up to Adelaide?
Oh, don't remind me of Adelaide, please. Don't.
Yes.
Jackie Boy, Chris, Daniel, Josh, any questions for our guests?
I've got to tell you, Mina, we saw the video, right? And just listening to you speak right now and looking at your facial expression, Blakey, you got to show this video to the boys. Because just listening to this great lady talk, I've got tears in my eyes, mate.
You know what? I am so excited for Saturday.
Yeah.
It's because I've waited for it so long.
Yeah.
And we finally come together. We're playing the best football we ever have. Our players are out there. They want it, and you can see they want it. Our coaches, the team behind that support our boys. Thank you to all of them, not just Eric, Patrick, everybody behind the scenes, because it's obviously working, whatever they're doing, and I know they're going to bring it home for us. I just know they're going to bring it home. they're going to do it for us. I just believe it. I really do.
Well, before we move on, what's your score prediction going to be?
I think we're going to walk away 2-0. J-Mac in the first 15 minutes.
I'm calling you. In the first 15 minutes, J-Mac scores. Be prepared for me to call you.
And don't forget, I've also ordered another olive tree to start burning leaves. So we've got it down pat. Don't stress. We've got it down pat.
That's it. That's it. Just I'm excited and just talking to you through the chats, and I could feel your emotion and your excitement, like all of us. Where we just can't wait. We can't wait to bring it home. And I think.
Well, you know how it is.
And I want to ask you how you feel. I know we're all supportive of Jamo and being with his son Cooper and all that, but
yeah,
how hard is it for someone like Jamo, knowing that the boys are going to do something special this year?
I actually saw his interview before the game on Wednesday night, and I did cry for him. I'll explain why. I have a son, my first child, when he was born. It was the most beautiful day. But how can you choose between your son and soccer? I mean, you work for that, you live to win, but you're having your child. To me, he's made the greatest sacrifice. Probably the best thing he could do was to be at home with his wife and to support his wife, because this is the time that you need to support her.
Yeah.
But we're going to bring it home for him. And you know what? If he wasn't our captain, he probably we wouldn't have been where we are today. He's a great captain, and kudos to him for making the right choice to be at home with his wife. Yeah. And they're going to bring it home for him. We didn't do it without him. We did it with him.
Yeah.
And well done, J-Mo. Well done.
So what I'm going to do is, once this episode goes on the YouTube channel, I am going to message the boys and Jamo the link to the YouTube channel, to the video, and they'll be able to watch it and see this wonderful message.
Can we send the boys your blooper reel?
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't send a blooper reel. That's for like the end of season stuff.
Blakey, make sure you bring the trophy to Jamo's side.
Yeah, I know. I will bring the trophy to Jamo. Yes, I know.
Oh, that's good.
Another question for you, Min. I've got a question for you. How have you found not being able to go to the games and not being able to be there? How's it affected you as a fan?
Affected me? Quite a bit, actually. Being in isolation, working from home, you can't do anything. I crave for the day that I could go to soccer. I actually thought about how to sneak into Sydney. You know, I actually thought about it. I thought, how the hell could I get across to Sydney to watch our boys? But it's pretty gut-wrenching that we can't be there. It was an every week thing for us. As you know, we turned up every week to watch our boys, rain, hail or shine. It's pretty sad. You know, it's just shit that we can't be there to support them. And you know what? And when this all started, I actually predicted back in March, I think it was our March 14th game, March 14th, it was our home game. And I actually said, you know what, we're going to win it this year, and this COVID's going to screw us over.
Yeah.
And it did. But you know what? It's going to make it so much better when they come home with that trophy. So it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
It's going to be one big party.
Yes, one big party when we can all hug and kiss and run on the field.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Could you imagine that? Running onto Amy Park with the boys and just losing our minds. Totally.
We'd suffocate them from hugs and love, and mate, they think we're crazy. You know, I mean, I know I sound like a diehard fan, but I must admit soccer has been a big part of our lives. My husband and I, we love coming to the games. We love being with our supporters, because our supporters are good supporters, right? Everyone is good. Our team is good. Our coach is good. Everything is good. It's just, you just miss it. That's all. Yeah. It's just
the atmosphere. That's what you miss.
Yeah, I miss seeing all of your faces when I get to my seat and you're all at the front there. I'm like, we're home, we're home.
I think you guys have realised something too. If we win on Sunday, we will be the first A-League club to win the women's and the men's in the same year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we deserve it, but
How huge is that?
that is huge. That is huge. We've done well. The girls are amazing. They did a fantastic job. Congratulations to them. Hopefully our boys bring it home, and I believe they will. But I'm just so excited. I can't wait.
So our Sons of City fan of the week has picked us to win 2-0.
Oh, we're going to win it. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
No
we are going to win it. We are going to win it. We'll get to that later on in the show. But we'd like to thank you for coming on to the show, having a chat with us. And hopefully we'll see you in our post-game show celebrating with us.
Oh, yes, I'll be there. Don't you worry. I'll be the one that cops the fine being at Amy Stadium dancing around. I'll be the one that's copping the fine. Don't you worry.
Thank you for joining.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you, boys.
Bye.
Bye, City.
Go City.
Go City.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so that was our fan of the week. Thank you so much for coming on and joining us. We're now going to analyse this Sunday against Sydney FC. So we're going to say, who do we need to stop from Sydney FC? So we're going to start off with young Josh. Who do we need to stop?
Well, Adam Lafondra, he got one goal, but it was a pretty shit goal, to be honest. He just pressed the keeper, and it just luckily went through. Ninkovic, he scored, but to be honest, no one in the team's on very good form. As you know, they were very poor since the restart. So I guess Lafondra, that's because he scored goals. But to be honest, I think Melbourne City our players are more scary to them right now, as we're the better run of form. These guys, they won one game and that's it.
That is correct indeed. Youngblood Newman, who was stopping?
I don't know, actually. Because watching the game afterwards didn't really impress me, their performance, so no idea.
And the boss?
Like Josh said, Adam Lafondra and Ninkovic
Jackie
and
Boy?
Ryan Grant.
Sorry.
Well,
Jackie Boy?
I've got to tell you, right? I'm looking at the Sydney FC lineup right now. Okay, the squad team. Okay.
Yeah.
Bubba Roosters to begin with hates Melbourne City. Okay,
Yeah.
always loves to score against Melbourne City. Guys like Paulo Retro. Okay, Caceres. Our ex-boys. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about Lafondra. Okay, I don't think that he's going to do what he's been doing freely with everybody else. Bratz, what's he going to do?
Yeah.
Is he going to score? Is he going to celebrate? Redmayne, okay, good old hot boy, leaves us, goes to Sydney, starts winning championships, improves. When you look at their team, it's a good team, and I think we match up with them pretty well. And I'll talk a little bit more about them when we do the stats about it. But for me, off the top, Bubba Roosters has to be shut off immediately. Let's pay respect, Lafondra as well. But the other thing also is we got to take the chances. We have to take the chances.
Yeah,
we can't do what we did against Western United. Okay, those passes are got to be accurate. We just can't afford to play like we did against Western United. We got to play like we did against Sydney FC. Was it 2 weeks ago, boys? We played them two and a half weeks ago.
Yeah. 3?
So we had them on the ropes 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's the way we got to take this game.
Everything's against us.
Godfather?
They have their fans.
I'm going to go more along what Jackie Boy said. Look, with Lafondra, if you don't supply him, he's not going to chase the football, and you know what I mean. He needs the ball to to be placed at his feet so he could do those goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the people that we need to shut out are players like Grant, Bratton, Redford, Ninkovic.
Caceres.
Yeah, they're the players that are going to produce the chances. Yeah, Lafondra's a quality finish, but if you get into Bratton's head and get him off his game, the guy's useless.
Yeah.
How many times he was with us and players will get into his head and he'll just go off tap. He'll have a good game and then he'll have the next 3 games average and poor. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's playing some good football at Sydney, but I think if we could shut their midfield and Grant, I think I don't fear him.
Ryan Grant wasn't in the last game.
Yeah.
I to be honest with Ryan Grant, I think he's still recovering from his injury. I reckon he's come back a little bit too early. I did watch a bit of the highlights, and he gave nothing in the game against Perth. So I still think he's struggling. So
Grand final, bro. You know what I mean? And
I've got a question for Costa, actually.
Sorry?
I've got a question for Costa. Mate, you spoke about getting into Luke Bratton's here, right? And that's something that Scotty will probably do. If he was on the field, I reckon Scotty will be the one which would be costly in his ear. Who do you see from our lineup being that sort of a player that, will get into his ear? Not only him, but Lafondra as well, Bubba Roos's. Those players there that can turn the game, in the space of like minutes. Who do you think would be the player or players from our team, which will get into the opposition's ears?
I think Jamie's too much of a good guy. He won't do it.
I think Volante.
Volante, maybe, yeah. Look, Volante's
he played.
Yeah, he played with him, and he's our captain now. With Gamo being,
he'll be in there. He'll be in there.
Yeah.
He will be in there.
And I reckon Griffiths.
Yeah, if
he plays,
if he gets on the park. But look, I think probably Volante. Yeah, good call, Josh. I think Volante, but I don't. See, our boys, we're not like that. We're not that type of team too. Jammer is the one that does that for us.
Yeah. So who we need to step up. So I'm out and out going to say it. Lockie Wales needs to step up. His performance against Western United was lacking. So I'm saying Lockie Wales needs to step up.
Agreed.
Yeah, but a lot of them were lacking against Western United.
Yeah.
Like Jack said, the passes and stuff like that were off. They weren't accurate with them. But that's due to having, 10 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is more of a question for young Joshua. He was very vocal on the weekend.
On Wednesday.
Yeah, so Josh, that's a question for you, son.
Ask him the question.
Definitely Atkinson has to step up.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Definitely. He was how to explain it? He was getting beaten the whole game. His passing was bad. He was getting overturned all the time. It definitely wasn't his day. But I did remember he did do a very good tackle that could have led to a goal. Yeah, definitely he needs to step up because that either Florian Berenguer, especially that one shot he took where we thought it went so close, but looking back at it, it was dreadful. He wasn't creating enough. But, just them two mainly need to step up because without them, especially because Atkinson's taking over from Scotty, that's like some big shoes he has to fill.
Mm-hmm.
I got both teams' lineups from the semi-final games. Yeah, do you think that we'll run the same lineups, or
yes,
do you think that we're going to have probably maybe because Atkinson had a bad game, probably chuck in a Griffin in the squad? Luna.
I reckon he's got the same lineup.
Luna
he's going to get the same lineup.
You reckon?
Yeah.
We could keep Delbridge on that side.
No. He was getting overturned. Western United, they saw his weakness. They kept on Diamante kept on putting the ball right there, kept on getting overturned. Wimglicar had to go over to the side to go save him one time. 100%. No, I'd rather put Scott Galloway because there's no pace from him. And even if you put what's his name, Roston Griffiths, if you put them in the right back instead of Atkinson, there'll be no pace in there, and that's when they'll destroy us.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Totally agreed there. But again, knowing the mentality of Eric Mumbart, he's going to go stick with a winning formula.
Yeah.
He'll start the same team.
Sounds good.
Okay, now with that, we go to our key matchups. I reckon the key matchup is going to be Jamie McLaren versus the backline of Sydney FC. That's going to be Craig Noon with him as well. So that's my main. And Richard Wimbickler versus Adam Lafondra is going to be my key matchups, boys.
Agreed.
I think also it's going to be a midfield battle.
Yeah.
You know, I think Berenger, Palante, Luna need to play the best football of their lives and take away Bratton's creativity, Retray, because you got to think about it. Caceres, Bratton, and Retray, old City boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We let them go because, well, for whatever reasons, we let them go. So they're going to say, look, they want to prove like they want to win it. They don't want to lose it against City. So I think it's going to be a midfield battle. The whole game's going to be a midfield battle, I think.
And the other thing is Zula as well.
Yeah, Zula,
I think
like he wasn't even on the lineup.
No, because he was injured, but they were saying that he could be right for the grand final.
he had a
I don't think they'll
hamstring.
risk him. They'll right start him.
They'll probably have him on the bench.
Yeah.
So Jackie, Josh, your key matchups?
Probably midfield versus midfield.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, our midfield on Wednesday was very bad. I didn't see any creativity. All of them, all three of them, they just looked out of shape. The amount of times the ball just getting passed in the middle and straight out to wide, and there's no one right there in the middle just to shut them down. And if we win this game, there's got to be the defensive midfielder, and Balante has to step up, and also the attacking midfielders in Berengay and Luna need to get high up the field because it just wasn't good enough on Wednesday.
Jackie, bro?
Yeah, look, I agree with everybody's comments. Yeah, it's a battle of the midfield, to be honest. You know, Brat's against Josh, I guess, you know, so that'll be interesting because they never can say who got the better deal.
Yeah.
For me, I think they're playing Florin out of position, to be honest. I mean, they should leave him central. Don't let him go on the wings. Let him play central. Let Luna take care of the wings because he's got the pace, he's got the dribbling skills, and he can dart in from left to right, and he's got a pretty decent shot to kid as well. So, but for me, yeah, it's definitely in the midfield. And again, as Costa mentioned before, is who gets the best comments into somebody's ear, because you can imagine Bratz will be having some comments for Josh. Josh will have some comments for Bratz. Zulo, I mean, I love Zulo at Melbourne Heart.
Yeah,
absolutely loved him. Yeah. And then Paulo Retro as well. It was one of my favourites too. But yeah, it's the midfield. Which midfield's going to come on top? I think will take out the game.
I believe Daniel and Chris, your case.
I agree with all that midfield.
Yeah, the midfield battle, and it'll be interesting to see how Noon performs as well, because him and Florent were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, missing a couple of weeks due to injuries.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to cross to another fan of ours, young Andrew, who's been a member of Melbourne Heart, Melbourne City for a few years now. So take it away.
Finally. We had the Melbourne Heart years, we had the City takeover, and now it's culminated to this, the grand final on Sunday. There's one thing left to do, and that's go out and beat Sydney FC. And I know we can do it. Good luck, boys. Come on, bring home the trophy. Go City.
There's Andrew there with his very special message to the boys. Again, this will be posted to the boys via their Instagram message so they can have a look. So thank you again. Now time for Jackie Stats with Jack. Jack, over to you.
Well, Sydney FC versus Melbourne City. Okay, what can you possibly say here? These two, I'm going to call them Giants at the moment because we are the Giants, okay, and they're the Giants too, okay. We've played them 32 times, okay, all in official games, no friendlies, all official games, okay. Our head-to-head record favours Sydney. We've won 9 times, they won 14 times. Goals, there's a 10-goal difference. We've got 36, they've got 46, okay, guys? But the last 3 games, we're up 2-1 against them, okay? So that to me gives me a bit of a positive sign. Now, I've got some interesting little side stories here between Sydney and, I'll start off with Melbourne Heart first, okay? So these two teams met obviously in the 2010-2011 season for the first time. And interestingly enough, and I'm just going to bring up my little table right here. The first time we met them, we played them at Amy, 0-0 score. Believe it or not, there were 11 yellow cards and 1 red card. Okay, so we copped 5 yellow cards and Sydney copped 3. And there was a Sydney player which was sent off, which was the South Korean international Boom Sun Hwan. There's a mouthful for you guys, okay? So first meeting, we draw 0-0. So we draw 0-0. We then go off to Sydney. And my boy, Adrian Zara, scores in the 86th minute to take the match 1-0. All right. The return game in Melbourne, it was in February, ended up being a 2-2 draw. So first season against Sydney FC, we take the chocolates, okay? The following year, I will never forget this, okay? Because I was in Sydney at the time, okay? I was at my in-laws' house and, you know, there's a bit of banter about Melbourne versus Sydney, AFL, rugby league and all that sort of stuff. It's Sydney FC versus Melbourne Heart, okay? In Sydney, okay? The boys win 4-0. Greatest goal for me, Alex Terra, 86th minute. He's my boy, all right? I remember actually running around like a madman going, that's the power of Victoria. That's the power of Melbourne Heart, right? Believe it or not, right, now here's a little side story now. So it took Sydney FC almost 2 seasons to actually register a win against us. And when they did, okay, it was Richard Garcia that scored for us in the 24th minute. Yeah. Okay. Now, Sydney FC had Brett Edmonton at the time, okay? They won the game in the last 3 minutes. Brett Edmonton scored and Ryan Grant scored the winner in the 89th minute. That's Sydney's first win after 2.5 seasons against us. Yeah. Okay. Since then, the record, you know, it's going to fluctuate a little bit. You know, wins to Sydney, wins to Melbourne, but then came a really ugly pattern for us, unfortunately. Okay. We won the FFA Cup against them. We drew them to the first A-League game. And then from there, believe it or not, guys, the next 8 matches that we played against Sydney FC, they won all of them, including a 4-0 drumming, okay, which happened on February 10, 2018. So 8 straight wins against us. But to our credit, starting off on March 17, 2019, we went up to Sydney, knocked them off 2-0. And we did that in style. Okay.
Harrison got the 2 goals.
That's right. Shay Harrison.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Then Sydney FC knocked us off 2-1. But then the first game back after the long COVID break, we knocked them off 2-0. And it could have been more.
Yeah.
And it could have been more, right? So for me, like I said, this game for me, it's a boiling point, okay, at this particular time, okay? Now, frequent score lines. The most frequent score lines between the 2 teams is a 2-1 result. Unfortunately, the 2-1 result doesn't favour us. It's 4 to them, 1 to us. Another frequent score there is a 1-1 draw, which is something which I'll talk about later on as well, okay? And that's what we've got to probably prepare ourselves because Sydney FC's last 2 finals, they went on penalties.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got to look at the possibility that this game might even go to penalties, okay? So we've got to look at that. So, like I said, it's quite a mouth-feasting type of a game. You know, it's like Mina was saying, you know, and I took a lot of what she said. I think that we're not afraid of anybody.
Yeah.
We're not afraid of anybody. We just got to make sure that on the day we go into the field with that right set of mind to say, you know what, we're here. We're not here by a fluke. We're not here from a joke. we're here because we belong here and we belong on the top. And the best way to do it, knock off Sydney.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so that was stats time with young Jackie boy, and I'm gonna call him young because he is young. So there you go, compliment for you, Jack.
Thank you.
Yes, Costa, it looks like you're about to say something.
Say to Jackie boy, happy birthday for the other day, mate. We couldn't be together, but I had a glass of beer on your behalf at home. Just can't wait to get together so we can start drinking some beer together and celebrate proper your birthday. Happy birthday, son.
Thank you, guys. I've got to tell you that, you know, you meet people in life, okay? You know, and some people you just wish you want to put a bullet through their heads, okay? But I am so privileged, right? That, you know, that I've got you people in my life, you guys in my life. Yeah, it's quite overwhelming. So thank you, guys. Thanks, Chris, for Wednesday.
we won't talk about that. We won't talk about
comment.
No comment.
Blakey, you know, as always, mate, you're behind every successful move that we do. And the big man Costa, mate. Like my heart fell for him on Wednesday. You know, like we were so badly all wanted to be together. Damn COVID, but that's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Blake, you couldn't get together. It was my birthday too.
I fought to the very end to get you on.
All good, brother. Look.
So, with that, Jackie, again, on behalf of the Sons of City, for the rest of the people, very happy 21st birthday to you, mate. Okay, with that, we are going to go to another fan cam. This time it's young Joshua Watson.
Finally, we've made it to the grand final. Took a very long time. 10 years in the making. And I'm just so proud of this team. And I believe we can go out there against Sydney FC and absolutely kill them for that toilet seat. I just want to wish the boys luck. And go City!
And that was Josh. He's really excited. Can't unfortunately watch the game on Sunday due to he has to work. So I think so. If he gets to watch it, that's great. But from what I heard, he couldn't. Time for predictions. Here we go. Godfather, away you go.
If our midfield gets on top and starts to play the proper football that I know they could play and start, I think that we could beat Sydney easy 4-0 as long as our midfield takes control of the game. But then again, they're not a crappy side too. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win with J-Max scoring in the grand final, but he won't score the first goal.
No.
He'll score the second goal just at the death, just to put him away. And I think, and you can probably see this kid's face here, young Joshua says, I reckon Lockie's going to kick a goal in the grand final. I reckon Lockie will kick a goal. He has to. He has to step up. And if he kicks a goal in the granny, it'll give him more confidence for next season.
And Joshua, when we do get back to being in the stadium, you'll have to jump on the field and run.
Yeah, you better bail me out.
Okay, Underboss, your prediction?
I reckon it's going to be a 2-0 win to us as well, just like Costa. And if the midfield plays the way that they should, it'll be easy win. I reckon Luna will score the first and Jamie to win to score the winner.
Soldier, Daniel?
2-0 to us. Belante with one and Jamie with the final one in the last couple minutes.
Soldier, Josh?
Oh, jeez. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure we can all agree both teams didn't even play well on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't our best football. If we go out there, because Sydney, they still they haven't played their proper game in ages, and we have, I feel like we can go out and we can beat them 2-1. But they'll go up first. They'll get into the lead first, and then we'll come back. And second half, Eric Mombards give us a nice little halftime pep talk, and we come out. Craig Noon getting 2 goals.
Great dude. So, Jackie boy, country houses here.
I tell you what, I like everybody's, score prediction and scorers and so forth, right? Like I said, I've been digging, with this game and, what predictions are going to be like. I've got this thing in my head that says, it's either going to be Melbourne City winning or Sydney FC dominating. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to go for a 2-1 prediction. Okay, mainly because obviously 2-1 is the most frequent scoreline. I have this feeling at the moment will be Florian Berenguer, which will score first.
Yeah.
A lapse of concentration in the back line. Barbara Roussos will make it 1-1. And I think the great man himself, J-Mac, is going to run through the middle, take on Wilkinson, put him aside like the bitch for he is, and put the ball in the back of the net and go for a marathon run from Sydney to Melbourne. Forget the COVID-19, forget the 14-day quarantine. He's going to run and run and run until he gets over here and says, "We did it for you boys."
I'm going to have to agree with Costa, 2-0 win. Really powerful stuff there, Jackie. I'm going to say Jamie and Josh Palante just to shove him up in the final couple of minutes. And then he can raise the trophy. I do have a message received earlier today from Prospect Abacon. He sends his regards and says his apologies for not coming on the show today. He's predicted a 1-0 win with Jamie McLaren in the 89th minute. So we're going to be waiting a long time if he's predicted right. Okay, very special announcement today and a very good song to go along with this. It is now our Instagram message wall. Here we go, boys.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me.
That was our Instagram messages to the boys, which will again be given, seeking to the boys who have been replied to it. A very special to young Daniel, who were able to message every single player on their Instagram account and share that with us. Now, it's time for my favorite gimmick of the week. It's the calculator. Jackie boy, I've got 2 hours to not break curfew. How's it going?
Okay, well, lots of interesting details to put in the calculator to give us an idea as to what can happen on Sunday. We've got a key element missing from this calculator. Unfortunately, it's the fact we've never played in grand final. Yeah. So Sydney gets the edge on the grand final component. But even though Sydney has played in the grand final, 5 of them off the top, right? They haven't scored that many goals. Okay, so the calculator has spat out a 1-1 draw.
Oh, no.
Okay, a 1-1 draw. Okay, and now we need to work out how do we win this on penalties. Okay, so we know that J-Mac is definitely going to be the first one who's going to take one, and so is Craig Noon. Galante's going to take one.
Yeah.
He's going to hit the back of the net. Luna will take one. Fortunately, Luna's going to miss. He's going to get a little bit too cheeky. Redman's going to save it. Step up Lafondra. He scores. It gets down to the final fifth penalty for both teams. Bretton takes it, fluffs it over the bar. Nathaniel Atkinson back in the net. We take it 5-4 on penalty.
So for the first time in Sons of City's podcast history, City Santa will not be breaking curfew and going up the calculator. So to reiterate the predictions, including the calculator, City's going to win it on Sunday. It's hopefully in the 90 minutes, so we don't have to worry about penalties. It is now time for everyone's favourite time of the week. It is now time for the Sons of City. All together now. Jason of the week. Now, let's go through the nominations this week. Me again twice.
What for?
Again, I'm getting picked on.
What did you do?
I can't remember what I was nominated for. But I've been nominated twice, okay? Jackie has thrown up the Bayside City Council again for the barbecue. That has escaped into the votes this week. My brothers supporting West United as well, and a late inclusion to the nominations. We've got a brand new nomination. Mark Rudan, the head coach of West United, for his little rant saying no one in the top six wants to face us in the grand final, with the picture of us with our symbol saying hold our beer. So Mark Rudan, you have been nominated. Godfather, you are the deciding factor. Who is this week's Jason of the week?
Look, mate, look, you, I think you've got the boy for the second week in a row.
He's going to scrape out.
We love you to bits. Even like there was a nomination when I'll show you the blooper reel at a later show. Blakey trying to pronounce Minna. We're not going to go there, all right? The council, they're just Muppets, mate. You show me a council that doesn't do stupid things.
Exactly.
Blakey, your brothers. Oh, they come real close. Mark Redan, you Muppet.
Wrong USB this week. Wrong USB.
Donkey. No A-League club wants to meet us in the final, and that's a fact. Someone forgot to tell City. You, my friend, all together now. The Jason
of the week. So, Mark Rudan, as my house is around the corner from your offices, I will be hand delivering the trophy to you if you're around, or I'll just leave it at the front door.
Or we'll just send Jason to him.
Yeah, we'll send Jason. Yeah, we'll take Jason up there. So, I'm now going to hand over to the Godfather with a very special message. Godfather?
Wow. Look, when I played sport, this is to our boys, man. Doesn't matter what you do, what you've done, the lead up to this game, that doesn't matter. It all matters about the next 90 minutes of football. Just give everything. Give your heart. Put it all on the line. Just put your heart. Just play. I can't. There's no words that could explain what. Look, I've played in 3 grand finals. Lost 2 of them, won 1, and I know that I gave it everything. If you give it everything, there's no reason why you can't walk away with this championship. Look, just when you cross that line, just the next 90 minutes, 100%. Like the great, is it who's that famous AFL coach? Was it Ted Whitten? When he turned around and says, "Don't think, just do it."
Yeah, Ted Whitten.
John Kennedy.
John Kennedy. That's right.
John Kennedy.
Right. Yeah, don't think, just do it. Just give it everything you got. And I know, and I believe, like the boys on this panel, We know you're gonna bring it home. And to J-Mac, you deserve this, champ. You deserve this. To the team and to our captain at home, mate. We're behind you 100%. We respect your decision. We would have done the same decision, but it just hurts a little bit that you can't lift it. You can't lift that championship. Yeah, from the Godfather, I just, good luck, boys. Give it everything. And like Johnny Kennedy said, just do it. Just do it. That's all that matters. Just do it.
So I'm going to throw it open for the next couple minutes to anyone who wants to send a quick message. So away you go, boys.
You going to say anything?
You go first.
All right. Like the Godfather said, all the best for Sunday, and just bring it home for all us Melbourne people.
As well, just do it for us. Please bring it home and celebrate with the Sydney Siders, who are Melbourne City supporters there for us. So,
Jackie, Josh?
I can't go back to school knowing that I lost to Sydney FC. I got too many victory fans. West United didn't have any fans, so I'm good with that. Nah, but on a real note, I got too many victory fans. So, yeah, I won't be able to live. Even though they lost 6-1 to them, I still won't be able to live with that.
Jackie, boy?
Yeah. Boys, just, it's been a long time between drinks, okay? So you got an opportunity to make history. You know what we're going through here in Victoria. We need a smile. We need something. You boys are going to do it for us. Glover on your mate, best goalkeeper in the competition. Every single one of you boys. Yeah, just go out there and do it.
And
just
boys,
go out there and do it.
And boys, you already know how proud I am of you. I tell you every single time I see you at the club. And just do it for the fans. Don't worry about me. I'll live through more. But give it to the fans. So, on that note, it is time to wrap up our grand final show. I'd like to thank the Godfather Costa for joining us, mate. I hope we'll see each other on Sunday throughout our soon. Underboss Chris, Soldier Dan, Soldier Jack, Concierge.
Concierge, Jack.
I love you.
It's been a long. Let me just say, it has been a long day for me.
We love you.
Concierge, Jack, Soldier. I've been one City Santa. Come on, City! It's so hard to